All right, so the newest house, the one I did the video tour on, I think it was 10/20. When did we close on that house? 10/20, wasn't it? All right, did a video tour on 10/20. So we're thinking about getting a property manager to rent that one out, and anyway, we're going to be going over some of the paperwork that they sent to us earlier today, and just see how it goes from there. So, what are we working with here? Oh, by the way, this is my wife Rebecca. Hi.
So far the process has been really easy. I contacted a property management team that I work with during my other job, and so they actually emailed me a welcome letter, an agreement letter, and a couple of other things along with this email. The first thing that they sent me was the welcome letter. Basically, it had some information in there like who they're using to advertise the property with. So instead of us having to do it ourselves, one of the advantages of using a property manager is to have them do it for you. So this particular company, they're using Craigslist, Facebook, Zillow, Apartments.com, and HotPads. So they've got a pretty good reach, of people that they can go through. They have a little bit different application process than you would doing it yourself. So they actually do credit checks and background checks. They also do a litigation check.
What's a litigation check? Oh, we don't know what a litigation check is, but they do one, so that's a good thing.
I think it's just.
All right, hold on one second. We'll tell you what a litigation check is.
It's just checking to see if they've got any previous or pending civil cases against them.
Oh, it's just a legal situation. See if they have any. See if they owe anybody else any money.
Pretty much. So once the house is on the market for rent, they handle all the showings. You don't have to do that. They handle the leasing aspect of it. So this basically takes it out of your hands and puts it into their hands. One of the neat things is from that process, they're also going to do direct deposit, or at least the company we're going through is going to do direct deposit. So essentially what we do is we give them our account number and routing number, and they put the money in our account each month. Again, just smooth lining the process. So the company that we're going through is going to charge a fee. That's how they make their money. They're actually going to charge us 10% of the monthly rent, and then a $75 leasing fee, which isn't bad.
And all that's tax deductible too, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, it's free. Well, I look at it, it's free.
So the company that we're going through, what she said was that we would essentially sign the documentation, fill it out with everything that they needed, and then meet them at the property. And we tell them what we think we'd want to rent it out for. They will tell us what they think that would be a good fit for the area. We come to an agreement on there, and then they start their process of finding a tenant for it. They literally just sent this to us today, so I'm just going through the agreement with them. One of the neat things about the company that we're going through is you don't have to have all of your properties with them. If you want to have some of them or all of them, you could. So it's really neat to find one that will work with you and kind of fit your needs, because not everything, sometimes you might not want to have a property manager for a property. When would that be?
When your rental's right next door to you.
Right.
That's the only reason I can think of. Eventually, we want to get completely out of being landlords. I mean, we wanted passive income, and if I'm doing all the maintenance, if she's taking care of all the other crap, the office stuff, it's not what we wanted. I mean, this is our retirement fund, so you don't want, we wanted to retire. We do not want, we weren't trying to buy a job. So eventually we'd like to, put everything into letting them take care of it for us.
So that goes beyond just collecting the rent. So the company we're going through, they actually have a form where we fill out which vendors we want to use for electricians, for plumbers, appliance repair. We put the companies that we feel comfortable with, we put their phone numbers down. And so essentially we're giving them permission to contact these people on our behalf, and they'll set up any of the maintenance or repairs or any of that stuff that has to be done. Again, that takes it out of our hands. We don't have to do it.
Now, as far as like changing the air filters and stuff,
They literally have a part on here asking the size of the air filters.
I seen that, but I mean, who's going to do
It
it?
says location of the heating and air filters and the size of them.
Okay, well, they'll change air filters.
Yes, they're doing it. So they just want basic information from you, of course. They also want information on the property, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, who's paying the utilities on it. If it's like an apartment complex or something, they want to know where the parking is for it. Any special information that you need to give them, that should be part of that agreement. If whoever the electric company is, the water company, any of that information needs to be in there. One of the things you want to remember is like pet policy. We typically have a, pretty strict no pet policy, but some will allow you to do that. You probably want to raise the rent up a little bit, charge something for having a pet.
Well, you need to have with a pet in the house, I think it'd be better to have a, what is it you collect in the beginning? Collect first month's rent and deposit.
Security deposit.
Get a pet deposit and the pet fee on your rent. So not only are you getting a little extra cash because they got a pet in the house, but you have an extra deposit. So they'll clean up after their stupid dog or whatever. It's what you're supposed to. I mean, with us, you're not supposed to have a dog over anyway. But anyway, go ahead, honey.
We don't even have a dog.
Yeah, we don't have a dog. We've got a dumb cat. I think it's locked in the garage right now.
Probably.
That's the reason it's not in this video.
Yeah. Let's see. Any other information?
Security statements. Collect security deposit. All right, so they'll collect the security deposit from the tenants.
Refund it.
And refund it after it's all over with. So,
Again, taking another step out of your hands.
Yeah. Collect rents.
They'll collect any late fees. If somebody writes a bad check and you have a bad check fee in your lease, which you should, they'll collect that for you.
Very nice. And here's something. We're good-hearted people, so a bad check fee might not be something we'd be real interested in doing, but these people don't care. They're ruthless. So, yeah.
It's in our lease to collect it, but, when you're standing face-to-face with somebody and they're giving you the sad story of why they couldn't make their payment or what happened, it's always a story there. Problems happen, things happen. It's hard to be firm with people sometimes, unfortunately. Yep. They hire contractors on your behalf. They deal with all of that. They're also going to make sure that you have your insurance, which you should definitely make sure you have insurance on your properties. So they're definitely going to want to see that.
Now, as far as the insurance goes, what all kind of insurances do we have on our properties?
So I think the way they have it set up, They have it set up very similar to like a homeowner's agreement, but they have like a rental addendum on there. So with that, it basically increases the amount of like personal property liability that you have. Same thing with medical and things like that. So it just changes the liability coverage on there.
Nice.
And then, any buildings or anything that's on the property, they cover it usually.
It is insane how much a building insures for. It's the building behind the house we just got. What was that insured?
13?
$13,000 for. I mean, this thing. What? Maybe 150 square feet.
Yeah.
Boards going up the side. You can see straight
You can
through
see
the
through them.
see through the building, and yeah, $13,000 if a tree knocks it over. I just hope a tree doesn't knock it over. But
We wouldn't be that lucky.
nah, that thing will be there when we're gone.
Yep.
Let's see, anything else you need to throw in on that?
Not that I can think of.
Well, we think that's the end of our video on property management, and everybody comment on Rebecca because this is her first video that she's made with me, and tell her if she's done a good job. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff, and I'll be talking to you soon.